Hi kids, welcome to Kids World. Today I have a story for you. Once there is a big neem tree present in front of a house. That house is an old house where no one resides. The people in that house might have gone abroad. That's why no one has come to visit this house recently. It has been quite a long time since the house met a person inside. In this house, spider builds its big web net. Nearby, the neem tree is there on the front side where a bird builds its nest. Under the neem tree, there is an earthworm living. It builds its small hole house under the tree inside the soil. This spider, bird, and earthworm are very close friends. Every day morning, they say good morning to others and they share their compliments among three of them. One day, there is a conversation going on between the three. First, the earthworm started the discussion. The earthworm says that it has built its small hole house under the soil, which looks very great and safe. So the earthworm adds that it is the only great scholar who knows how to build a house inside the soil under the ground. Earthworm says that it is the great engineer of the nature. The spider inside the house and the bird living in the tree are listening to the boastings of the earthworm. Being disagreed with the opinion of the earthworm, the spider starts to deliver its speech. It says that it can build its house in the air itself. It never wants any support at all. So, without any support, spider can build its net house. That too, without any outside things, it can build its house. Because spider builds its net with saliva. So, it says it is like a great engineer. It says that it is the best engineer in the world. Next, the bird which hears all these things raises its voice and says that in this world the bird is the only one creature who knows how to build a beautiful house without any expense. Using its beak itself, it collects small pieces of sticks and sprigs and builds its nest like an engineer without anybody's help. So the bird says that it is the only creature who is better than an engineer by born itself. Everyone tries to prove that they are the great engineers. At that moment, an elephant is running towards the roadside. When they see the elephant, they just call the elephant and ask its opinion in this concern. Immediately, the elephant asked them one day time to think over it to give a good and correct decision. Next day, the elephant came in front of the bird, the spider, and the earthworm. The elephant tells them to get some big animals for their support. As the elephant do not know what is the correct judgment, it needs second opinion from some other animal because the elephant wants to know the majority result. At once, spider goes in search of a support for it. It calls out all the animals where the big bee comes for its support as the bee belongs to spider species. Then earthworm goes in search of a support. It too calls some animals where a big snake comes to help it as the snake belongs to earthworm species. The bird goes in search of a big bird where an eagle comes to support as the eagle belongs to bird species. Now, bee says that spider's web is considered to be an engineer's work. No other creature in the world could stand in front of a spider's web. As an insect, bee supports spider. Then the snake says the burrow of the earthworm is the masterpiece of a great engineer's work. So it announces earthworm is the great engineer as no other creature can stand in front of the earthworm. Eagle reveals that nest of a bird is always the great engineer's work done in this world. So always bird's nest is considered to be a great engineer's work. After hearing all these things, elephant comes to a conclusion. At last, elephant conveys its opinion to the three of them that God has given different shapes and sizes to the different creatures of the world. According to their size, shape, and nature of the creature, God has given them certain special features for their survival. So, according to their sizes, they differ in their activities. Spider, being a small creature, builds its nest in the air without anybody's help. Earthworm, being a small worm, builds its burrow depending on its size and structure. Bird, being a small flying creature, builds its nest in a tree. So, depending on the characteristic nature, God has given them special talents. All of them have used it in a powerful manner. So, inside the earth, earthworm can build a nice home. So, it is called powerful underground engineer. Spider can build a nice home in the air. So, it is called powerful aerial engineer. Whereas, bird can build a nice home in the tree. So, it is called powerful aboveground engineer. So, all the underground, aboveground, and aerial engineers thank the elephant and leave the place with pride. So, children, everyone is talented in this world. Depending on the physical features, God has given some special skills to some creatures. They utilize it exactly for the survival. Likewise, God has given us special sixth sense which is not given to any other creatures in the world other than human being. So we have to completely utilize the sixth sense in order to come up in life. To live a better life, we have to utilize our sixth sense. Children, if you like this video, please tell your parents to like it, subscribe it, and share it. Please comment on it, children. Next time I'll come along with some other video. Thank you so much.